So this morning, I watched this video on Uncle Kirk Franklin's page. Politely pissed me off. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was on the stage talking about never coming across a kind woman, and it moved him to tears. And I didn't hear the whole conversation, but just that part of it irritated me, because the thing that I know, guys are most of the time results oriented, right? So you want the outcome of the kind woman, but you have to understand how things are rooted and how we get taught to take so much. It's like so many different layers of burdens that come with just being a woman before you become the mom, the sibling, the responsible for somebody else person. It's so much that comes with it that interferes with how our kindness grows, because that's a growth state, right? The guy even said in the video, that's a heart posture, which I absolutely agree with. But what I don't agree with is how, through the many layers of being a female, y'all think, and how detached y'all are from emotions. Y'all don't have any idea how hard it is to actually get to the state of being kind. It's not something that other people are supposed to enforce upon you. No, you're not supposed to do it because people suggest it. It's literally a way of being. But how you are is cultivated by your experiences. And like I was saying about the roots, you have to keep in mind, little girls are taught to be mothers, wives, caretakers. But little boys are taught to fuck everything under the rainbow. You get badges of honor from your uncles and in the locker room from your friends when y'all can start talking about how many people y'all knocked off. But we're not taught what to do if y'all cheat. We're not taught what to do with our emotions if y'all hurt us mentally, physically, or emotionally. We're taught to just do. And in essence, so are y'all. Y'all are taught to do it performing, be the provider, be this, be that. We're taught to do regardless of if you step out of line, even if you're married. We're taught to be. You have no idea how conflicting that shit is when you put so many expectations on something that comes with so many layers. Look, showing up for work for the male and the woman is showing up for work. There's no emotion required with that, right? Depending on the job you do, 90% of this world people are going to jobs that they hate, and it doesn't require them to be emotional about it. It just requires them to do the job. So from that standpoint, that's where it's really not too much different when you talk about the basics of showing up for work. But when you show up for home, there's certain things that you need at home that you can find at work, but it should be rooted at home. But what I'm saying is, at the same token that little boys are taught, grab as many girls as you can, and they're also not taught how fragile girls are. They're not taught that stain and that trail of pain that they can leave just by doing what you might say is little boy stuff. That's not a game. Excuse me. Yeah, but then when somebody tell y'all that y'all are out of pocket for having X amount of girls on y'all shoulders, y'all feel this guilt trip like, oh, well, they're responsible adults just like me. 10 out of 10, the girl probably thinks you really like her. And then once y'all get to that point where y'all really actually like somebody, y'all got a nerve to pull back, because all of those girls that y'all screwed over time and time again, you hope that this one that you actually like don't do to you what you did to them. But y'all looking for kindness. Y'all looking for kindness. Like what? How does that even work? Y'all gotta bring more balance, because It's a consistent conversation all the time of what y'all want. And y'all haven't even taken time to look at what you've already done. And the thing that kicks my ass the most is a lot of y'all will do this and be fathers, be girl dads. Girl dads, for sure. Girl dads. So, y'all sell a dream just like anybody else. And when y'all want to settle down, y'all have the audacity to want more than you can give and go in a shop when you find a kind woman. I mean, and really have no idea how powerful y'all are, because if you function like this, right, then you'll be able to see the seeds that you plant. And you'll be able to see how powerful you are, and how if you participate a certain way and show up in relationships a certain way, you will start to see kind women, because they'll feel kept, they'll feel safe. A lot of women got their guard up. That's why they don't seem kind when you look at them. They don't feel, they mostly feel terrified. You know, I remember when I was younger, I used to see guys on the corner, and it would intimidate me to walk past them. I didn't want to do it, because there's this default in our mind. I mean, y'all got to be more realistic. Yes, we would love to be kind women, because it's a lot of us that's walking around that are trying to reach our soft woman era, right? But are met with these loads and loads and loads and all this heaviness, and got to carry so much just being one person, and it makes you hard. You don't even realize you're changing until you realize you changed. And y'all don't want to talk about how we got there. Y'all just want to talk about the fact that we are there, and that y'all don't like it. But we don't like the fact that y'all participated greatly in us getting there. It don't hit. And the other thing is this: a lot of y'all may think that just because you ain't do it to this person, well, it ain't my responsibility. I ain't do that to her. Well, just like y'all, you're ready to jump on a bandwagon about white people this, white people that. It's the same difference. It really is.